fabled heat, where magic meets desire. Subscribe to ignite the fantasy.
I still remember the day I met the genie as if it were yesterday. The sky was a canvas of gray, heavy with clouds that seemed to press down on the city. I was running late to my own engagement party, my heart pounding with a mix of excitement and dread. The rain was relentless, pouring down on me like a curse, soaking through my clothes and chilling me to the bone. The streets were eerily empty, the only sound the rhythmic patter of raindrops on the slick pavement. My shoes splashed through puddles, each step echoing in the silence. That's when I saw him, a massive, dark blue figure emerging from a trail of smoke wafting from a broken lamp on the ground. His presence was overwhelming, his eyes locking onto mine with an intensity that made my breath catch. I felt a shiver run down my spine, a mix of fear and curiosity. "Oh, it's you, you poor soul," he said, his voice like thunder, resonating deep within me. "I suppose it's only fair I offer you the same deal." I was taken aback, my mind reeling with questions. What deal? What did he mean? But before I could ask, he continued, "You're 28 now, correct? So you'll be 10 years old after the reset if you choose to accept. You'll keep all your knowledge and memory, and the decision is irreversible." I was stunned, my thoughts racing. Reset, what was he talking about? But as I looked into his eyes, I saw something there that made me trust him. Maybe it was the kindness, or maybe it was the desperation. Whatever it was, I felt a spark of hope ignite within me. "I've got 10 seconds to respond," he said, his voice urgent, pressing against the silence. "Do you want to turn the clock back 18 years? I didn't hesitate. I nodded, and the world around me began to spin, colors blurring and sounds fading into a distant hum. When I opened my eyes again, I was sitting in a classroom, surrounded by kids my age. I was 10 years old again, and everything felt new and terrifying. The chalkboard was filled with equations I had long forgotten, the scent of pencil shavings and old books filling the air. As I navigated my way through childhood and adolescence, I realized that I had a chance to fix all the mistakes of my past. I worked hard, studied diligently, and exercised regularly. I became the star of my high school football team, the roar of the crowd fueling my confidence. I even convinced my dad to invest in Amazon, which paid off big time, the numbers on the screen a testament to my foresight. But despite all the success, I couldn't shake off the feeling that something was missing. I had memories of a life I had left behind, memories of a person I loved. Her name was Melanie, and she was my fiancée in my previous life. I had met her in a cafe, the aroma of coffee and pastries mingling with the warmth of her smile. We had fallen deeply in love, our conversations flowing effortlessly, our laughter filling the air. But now she was just a memory, a ghost that haunted me. As I grew older, I began to search for her. I created a Facebook account, the blue and white interface a portal to my past. I searched for her name, scrolling through countless profiles, each click bringing me closer to her. It took me years, but finally I found her. She was beautiful, just like I remembered, her eyes sparkling with the same light that had captivated me. But something was different. She was in a relationship, and I felt a pang of jealousy, a sharp ache in my chest. I tried to move on, to focus on my own life. I built a successful company, the hustle and bustle of the office a constant reminder of my achievements. I became a billionaire before the age of 30, the weight of my success both a blessing and a burden. But I couldn't shake off the feeling that I had lost something precious. I began to wonder if I had made a mistake by resetting my life. That's when I saw her again in a cafe with her boyfriend. The familiar scent of coffee and pastries filled the air, but the warmth was replaced with a cold dread. I was taken aback, but I tried to play it cool, my heart pounding in my chest. We talked, and I realized that she was still the same person I had fallen in love with. Her laughter was still music to my ears, her smile still a beacon of light. But she was with someone else now, and I felt a wave of sadness wash over me, drowning me in regret. As I watched her interact with her boyfriend, I realized that he was mimicking me. He was doing everything I had done in my previous life, from the same birthday gifts to the same jokes. It was as if he was trying to replace me, to become the man I used to be. I felt a surge of anger, a fire burning within me. I confronted him, my voice steady but laced with fury. He confessed, telling me that he had found the genie and had asked for the same wish. He had reset his life, and he had been trying to win Melanie's heart ever since. The genie appeared, his presence as commanding as ever. He explained that he had given both of us the same wish. He had given us a second chance, but it had backfired. We were both in love with the same person, and we were both willing to fight for her. Melanie was torn, unsure of what to do. She looked at me and then at her boyfriend, and I could see the confusion in her eyes. The genie appeared, and he offered her a wish. She could choose anything she wanted, anything at all. As she hesitated, I felt my heart sink. I knew that I had lost her, that I would never be with her again. But then something unexpected happened. She looked at me and she smiled. She took a deep breath and she said, "I wish for the truth." Genie nodded and he vanished, leaving us in a silence that was both heavy and hopeful. Melanie turned to me and she said, "I think I know what I want, but I need time to figure it out." I nodded, feeling a sense of hope. Maybe, just maybe, I had a chance. Maybe I could win her heart and we could be together again. As I walked away from the cafe, the rain began to fall once more, the drops cool against my skin. I felt a sense of uncertainty, the future a blank canvas waiting to be painted. I didn't know what it held, but I knew that I was ready to fight for it. I was ready to fight for Melanie and for the love that we shared.